First came the tariffs, then came retaliation. This weekend, President Trump slapped tariffs on goods from Mexico, Canada, and China. Today, two of those countries struck back with tariffs of their own. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Meckles. Now, many Americans are bracing for the financial impact, expecting rising costs on many goods, including food. Nonprofit leaders tell us the people who will suffer the most are the people already struggling. Our Angeline McCall spoke with two local food banks about their concerns. Angeline?
Many nonprofits have talked about the need at food banks going up once the pandemic happened, and really that need has not leveled out. In many cases, they're seeing even higher need year over year since then, and additional tariffs could make many Americans really rely on food banks even more. Food banks across the Denver metro concerned about potential grocery store costs rising with President Trump's tariff plan.
So when grocery costs go up, the first thing that happens is we see more need. We've already seen that.
Dana Scott, executive director at nonprofit Broomfield Fish, says they saw an 11% increase from 2023 to 2024. She worries that percentage will grow with imposed tariffs on Mexico and Canada. Mexico, for instance, is the largest supplier of fruits and vegetables to the United States.
We are very worried about what the future holds for us, especially if prices increase at the grocery stores. We worry because we're worried about donations coming in and people not being able to afford food for their own families, so they're not donating to fish, right?
They already impose limits on certain items, limits they may have to stretch if more people come to their door.
Between October and December, we actually were running a shortage of 40,000 pounds of food, which means we had to dip into our reserves. So the food that comes in is not staying, it's going out within a month.
If prices go up, it will also mean less purchasing power to supplement what donations won't cover. Nonprofits worry it will make people choose between food and other necessities.
I think that's going to create a challenge for our community.
The most impacted will likely be communities of color, those who are low income, and others who are disadvantaged.
I think it's a little scary for folks and a little bit heartbreaking to know that we're kind of playing with prices.
We worry about having enough food for families here so that they can get their nutritional needs met.
Besides fruits and vegetables from Mexico, we can also see a strain on liquor, beer, meat, and grains.
All right, Angeline. Thank you. Canada is now responding to Trump's tariffs with more tariffs. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced last night Canada will impose an identical 25% tariff on American goods coming into his country. In a news conference, he spoke directly to the American people, stating Trump's tariffs will end up harming American consumers.
This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. As I have consistently said, tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump.
Trudeau also said tariffs violate the free trade agreement President Trump negotiated with Canada and Mexico several years ago. President Trump responded today by saying, quote, Canada has been very abusive of the United States for many years.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Canadian sports fans have found their own way to protest the tariffs. Last night at an Ottawa Senators hockey game, fans booed the performance of the American national anthem. Same thing happened today at a Toronto Raptors basketball game. Back here at home, one person is in custody tonight after a shooting at Washington Park in Denver on a day where a lot of people were at the park taking advantage of the nice weather. This happened around 2:20 this afternoon on the west side of the park near Kentucky and Downing. One person got hurt. They are expected to survive. Police tell us the suspect was arrested about a block away. No word on what led up to that shooting. Denver police are now investigating. Speaking of the park, today was a great day to get outside. Nice warm temperatures, and here's the great news, they're going to stick around for a little bit. It was also a bit breezy, and winds are expected to last into the night tonight. Let's bring in meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen to give us a look at your forecast for the week.
Hey, Jenny. Yeah, if you live in the Denver metro area right now, you should go take the trash out or something. It's a trip. It is super warm. It feels like it's late April, early May right now. It's 65 degrees still here at the 9 News studios in downtown Denver. The compliments of a downsloping wind on the lee side of the Rocky Mountains. You could also see the camera shaking a little bit here. Those winds are creeping into the metro, so it's still rocking on the west side of town and up into the foothills. As far as the temperature goes, today's 67 degrees officially at Denver International Airport was the third warmest Groundhog Day in recorded history here in Denver. Super warm temperatures, and tomorrow an exact duplicate of today. Sunshine in and out of the clouds, temperatures getting up there into the upper 60s, likely going to tie that record here somewhere in between 1 and 3 o'clock. 70 degrees tomorrow. As far as those winds are concerned, here they are. These are current wind gusts here on the west side of town, up into the foothills here and up into the Larimer County foothills. They're rocking up there as well, and those are creeping down into the Loveland, Fort Collins metro area as well. Have more on this coming up in the forecast.
Thanks. 3 people are recovering after a shooting at a house party last night. This happened in North Glen near I-25 and 104th Avenue. North Glen police say they got a call about a person shot near Lauren Lane. 1 person at that point. And then when they were en route, 911 dispatchers got more calls saying multiple people had been shot during an argument at a party. North Glen police say this involved people from 2 different houses on the same street on Lauren Lane. Investigators believe a total of 3 people got hurt, 2 with serious injuries, 1 with minor injuries. Nobody's been arrested at this point, but police say they do not believe there is a threat to the public. The temporary closure of the 2900 block of Larimer Street in Denver, in Rhino, that's ending now after more than 4 years. The Rhino Business Improvement District supported that closure since the pandemic years, 2020. They say they chose not to pursue a permit to keep the block closed to cars permanently, though. That 2900 block includes businesses like Finn's Manor, Odell Brewing, Shake Shack, the Block Distillery, among others. That block will now reopen to vehicle traffic starting tomorrow. Across the country and right here in Colorado, birth rates are dropping. Women are just waiting longer to have kids, if they have any at all. And while so many places are seeing a decline, there is a hospital in a small suburban community having the opposite problem. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us now. Rachel, they're having a baby boom.
Yeah, UC Health Longs Peak Hospital has been seeing their numbers go up and up and up in recent years as more women come in to deliver. Last year, they set a record at the Longmont Hospital, topping more than 1,000 babies born. The hospital is staffing up for another record-breaking year.
Tucked inside UC Health Longs Peak Hospital,
Just like,
Alexandra Montano's family has eyes on their newest member.
what are you thinking?
Baby Coulter, still brand new.
But he's good. He's a good baby.
Big sister Cheyenne has her own ideas on what to call him.
We're like, his name's Coulter. No, that's Bingo. That's Bingo.
But birthing baby Bingo wasn't their family's first visit in.
Our first was born here, actually, and it was one of the newer hospitals that opened up, and I heard great things about it, and then we loved it so much that we came back and had him.
Once we get them in here, they're hooked for life, it seems like.
Chris Withbrow is the director of the hospital's birth center.
We have been very busy this year. In 2024, we had a banner year. We reached over 1,000 births for the first time.
With it, breaking a record for the suburban community hospital. And demand isn't dropping.
It's been pretty busy, like we have a full house today. So yeah, we have lots of babies wanting to be born. I think we have 5 on deck right now waiting to be born. So yeah, it's been crazy.
Chris says their baby boom is in part from growth in the community. Part of it is the range of delivery options they offer. Moms and blogs sharing their experiences are driving traffic in too.
Word of mouth has been definitely huge for bringing those moms in.
But Longs Peak's new role as a birthing hotspot comes as Colorado's birth rates drop. The state demographer's office says that's been declining since the early 2000s. CDC data shows fewer women are having children nationally too.
I mean, even national statistics show that the birth rate is declining, but we're definitely not seeing that here.
New additions like Coulter are keeping birthing suites busy and hospital rooms filled, kicking off another busy year.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I fully expect that we'll be making records every month again.
For Alexandra, their family's role in this baby boom is over.
I'm excited. I'm ready to take him home.
Ready to begin their next chapter as a family of 4.
We are complete now.
To handle this demand, UC Health Longs Peak is adding 3 new birthing rooms and a new operating room that will open over the summer. They've added more nursing staff to the team, and now they'll have docs in-house 24/7 for deliveries instead of being called in. And they're ready to expand again if this baby boom continues. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
You could just show me pictures of cute baby toes on
Exactly.
loop for an hour. I'd be fine with that.
It's the cutest news you'll get all day.
Thanks, Rachel.